Hello, Munchie Mafia, and happy Sunday. Tonight we're going to be working with beef tongue. This thing looks obscene, um, almost like a Timu version of an adult novelty toy. Um, so let's get to it.
Somewhere in Washington, there is an antique kitchen in the shadows of Mount Rainier, where the Munchie Mafia meets every magical Sunday night for hours of fun and laughter with the spin of the colorful wheel of culinary misfortune. A whiskey whisk, a stirry stir, a bakey bake, have some laughy laughs. The wheel spins round and round, stopping at one ingredient at a time. Some are winners, some are losers. Who the hell suggested Twizzlers? You're gonna hell for that one. A whiskey whisk, a stirry stir, a bakey bake, have some laughy laughs. Like and subscribe to Munchie Mafia Official. Tickle that little bell icon to receive notifications. Thanks for coming, dear friends. Go get yourself a drink, grab some tasty snacks before we get this dumpster fire started. A whiskey whisk, a stirry stir, a bakey bake, have some laughy laughs. Let's work some magic together with all these twisted ingredients that all of you chose, and whoever suggested those damned Twizzlers is going to hell for that one.
So, WTF, man, WTF. That's all I have to say is WTF. I remember back in the day when beef tongue was like a few pennies per pound, and this god dang thing cost me almost $50. And I'm like, why? It's a tongue. uh you couldn't even give these things away at the grocery store. Yeah, on top of all of it, it's like I remember when grocery stores actually carried these damn things. Does that not look obscene? This is a beef tongue, and I had to cook it in advance or else we were going to have like a 7-hour live. So basically what you do is you just fill up a pot with some cold water, and you dump this horrible looking thing into the water, and you get it up to a boil and let it go for about an hour. You dump out the water because you want to purge that nonsense. You're going to notice that there's all this stringy mucus and stuff like that. So you want to get rid of that, and then give it fresh water, salt the hell out of it, and then get it back to a boil again, and then turn it down and just let it go low and slow for a minimum of about 4 or 5 hours. So how you tell these are done is when the skin starts to really peel off very easily. I mean, this rolled up, and it's ready to go. But also, you can also stick a meat thermometer in there. If it reads about 215 degrees, it's ready to rock and roll. You want to let it cool because you're going to have to handle it. This just came out of the pot like about 20 minutes ago. So let's talk about the anatomy of the beef tongue. It's got this really weird looking skin on it. We're going to peel this, but there's also what's known as the undertongue area, and this part here is very gristly and it's gross, but there's still some meat under there. It's actually pretty glorious. If you have never had beef tongue before, even if you're squicked out by the fact that this looks like a Timu version of a adult novelty toy, um, it's actually pretty good, and especially with what we're going to do with it. So I'm still trying to figure it out, but I was like digging through my fridge and I found some mole that was left over from something a while back, and so I'm thinking about going more of a Latin flavor. I don't know. So anyway, first off, let's see who's in the chat. And I'm getting my screen all greasy right now. We got Greg Johnson, who is now our newly appointed permanent mod. We also have Nothing But Love, otherwise known as NBL. Katie's Kitchen. She's got a really cool channel. You got to go check her out. Jaden0428. Hello and welcome. I've never seen you before. So everybody show some love to Jaden. We also have She Cooks and Roasts, who was just on live just a little bit ago. And now I gotta dick around with my screen here. There we go. And so far, that's all we got. Of course, there could be lurkers. All right, so this is gristle. You just peel it off and just discard it. And then we're gonna get to the undertongue part right here. There is some meat there. Some people just throw this out. If you have dogs, this is actually pretty good for them. Probably going to save that for the dogs. Then you're going to feel around right in here. You're going to feel the rest of the undertongue area. Ow, 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 son of a bitch, that's still hot. All right, just kind of just go and carve that out. It's very tender, very, very, very tender. Now, you can peel this in advance, or you could just wait until it cools off, or it's fully cooked and it's cooled off a little bit. It peels so much easier after it's cooked. So unless you are a masochist, I strongly recommend just boiling it off and then having to go at it later, okay? So all the skin will just easily just peel right off. If we could switch to the other camera, Timmy. Thank you. It peels off pretty easy. You might have some little bits stuck here and there. Just go in and clean it up with a knife. And it just peels just like so. I know it looks kind of weird and off-putting, but you know, it is delicious. You know, it really has very little flavor to it right now, but the magic is going to happen when we go to sear it off. Beef tongue is actually used in many, many different cultures. One of the things that I really like about it is the fact that, you know, it's a piece of meat that's not commonly used in a lot of cooking in America by Americans, unless, you know, you're really into, you know, zero waste, honoring the animal's life by making sure that nothing goes to waste. That one's a little too gristly. We'll save that for the dogs. Those little pieces right there. And you can do all sorts of things with this. You could just shred it and give it a good fry so you get a good sear on it. Melt off some of that fat. And make tacos out of it. You can use it for roast beef sandwiches. Okay, so now we've hit some gristle. We're just going to go in and just tease that off. And a little bit of leftover part of that skin right there. So we're just going to Just peel that off right there. All right. That's pretty clean. Now we're going to just go in and we're just going to give it a little bit of a hack job. Cut that tip right off. And we're going to just split it open. Just like so. And it's very fibrous. Okay. But this isn't like roast beef or anything like that. Yes, actually it would make a very good fried rice. This is an ingredient that's used a lot in Asian cooking, as well as goat tongue. And as you can see, it shreds really nicely, just like so. But yes, you can definitely use this in fried rice. Now, if rice were on the wheel when this came up, I'm pretty certain that that's probably what we would have done. Just done an egg fried rice with some bulgogi tongue or something. I don't know. So, tax for the dog. Just throw a little piece down there for her. Poor little thing. So, I'm just going to go in and just shred the rest of this by hand. This is just one big piece. Just give it a good shred. Hey there, David Bennett. Welcome. Come on in. Oops. And we got an off-topic squirrel tonight. This is a double feature because we needed to move the Monday to Sunday. It tastes good. We had to move Monday to Sunday. Now, I don't remember who said that beef tongue tastes like bad breath. I think it was She Cooks and Roasts on her live today, but it just depends on how you prepare it. And again, you do have to purge the water, you just got to purge it. So get that funk off there. Yeah, and the way you purge it is first hour, drain the water out completely and replace it. You definitely want to rinse it before you start cooking it. What? What are you smirking about over there? What? Tacos, no. Yes, tacos. Lengua's tacos. Tacos are good. Oh, that was She Cooks that said that. What? That it tasted like bad breath. I know. Somebody did during the live. I don't remember. I'm a little tired today. Funny story. So everybody pretty much knows that I work in a jail. And sometimes I have to use my jail voice, which is pretty harsh, almost drill sergeant like. And yesterday was my day off. Today's my day off too, but yesterday was my first day off of my 3 days off. And here I am. We're sitting on the porch after stuffing our guts full of chicken marsala, chicken parm, and meatballs and spaghetti last night, and just feeling pretty fabulous, right? When all of a sudden it's like these kids go walking past the house, and we didn't think anything of it because they're kids. We live in a small town. What could possibly go wrong around here? Well, famous last words. So these kids, okay, so we've hit some of the cartilage, and that's going to be like really rubbery and spongy, and see how it just doesn't pull, or it pulls but it's like a rubber band. You don't want that, so move on. So anyway, these kids A little while later, they come running past the house, just like they were being chased by zombies or something, right? Two of these kids. And then all of a sudden, this guy, who's a full ass grown adult, comes running past, and he stops right in front of our house. He goes, "Did you see a couple kids running through here?" I said, "Yeah, I think they probably went, I think they probably shortcutted through the churchyard. You could probably catch up with them, on the other side." And so he turns around and starts going toward the churchyard, or toward the front of the church. This is a very old Orthodox church in our neighborhood. It's actually on the historic register. And don't don't hear anything. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna walk up the road, which up the road is like two houses down to the back of the churchyard. And it's dark. There's no street light nearby. And I hear a rustling noise. And I'm like, hey, come out from there. And these two young kids, about um 13 years of age, come walking out. Now, the guy that was running after them is a local. One of the kids is a local, but I didn't recognize him because I'm night blind as hell. I was in my pajamas, running after, or just going after him. Not running, but more like waddling. And so they're like, I get them out from behind the shed. They were stuck between the churchyard fence and the neighbor's shed. And I'm really irritated because I'm in my pajamas, I'm in my Crocs, I don't have my glasses on, can't see worth a damn. And so they come walking out, and I'm like, I still don't recognize the kid because it's dark out. I don't see well in the dark. All right, so you kids are going to be going over there to my house, and you're going to park your keisters right there on the sidewalk, and we're going to call the police. Don't you dare think about running, because I work for the Department of Corrections. You don't want to mess with me. You're already pissing me off. What the hell were you thinking? They had vandalized a kiosk that's a refrigerated locker box, kind of like the Amazon boxes. They had wrapped this thing in this beautiful, beautiful sticker, and it's sitting in the corner of the fire station parking lot. And so here we are. I'm dealing with these kids, really pissed off, and they're trying to weasel their way out of this. Can I call my mom? No, you're not going to call your mom, because you're going to sit your ass down and you're going to sit there, and we're going to wait for the cops to get here. And this is going to be the longest half hour of your lives, because that's how long it takes the cops to get out here. We live out in the middle of freaking nowhere, right? So here we are. They're sitting there, and I'm just going at them. I'm just going at them, telling them all about what it's like to be in jail, that you guys are going to go to jail because you guys vandalized this locker box. They peeled the wrap off. And I still didn't recognize the kids, even though they were sitting on sitting on the sidewalk right in front of my house. And they kept trying to weasel their way out of it, and I'm like, not having any of it. And Timmy's just sitting there, talking to the cops, or talking to the dispatcher, and I'm telling them all about, what it's like to go to jail, and, you know, um, chances are they're probably going to end up in Raymond Hall, which is Pierce County's juvenile detention. And I told them, I said, you guys aren't going to do very well over there, just by the looks of you. There's little punk ass little 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, and 12-year-olds over there that have shot up a school and stuff like that. We're talking real thugs, and here you guys are. You guys aren't gonna last over there. They're gonna beat the living crap out of you. What are you guys in here for? Vandalism. They're gonna be laughing at you. So a while later, the cops show up and stuff them in the back of the car and tell them, "Oh, you're under arrest." I already had one of the kids crying in tears because I was just going at him. the hell were you thinking? This thing is like, supposed to help the community, and you're destroying something that doesn't belong to you. And they're trying to or one of them is trying to justify his actions by saying, well, we just didn't have anything to do. I said, what you should be doing is staying home and playing video games like every other teenage kid in America. Don't have anything to do, my ass. So a little while later, I found out where he lived. He lived down the street from me, and I'm like, great, just great. Because I'm like thinking about, because there's not a lot of houses down the road from my house. Not a lot of houses, not a lot of kids. We know pretty much where all these kids belong, but I just didn't recognize them. I'm like, oh no. When he told me that he lived on the street that crosses ours, I was like, oh great. Please don't let it be so and so's kid. Please don't let it be so and so's kid. Please don't let it be so and so's kid. I thought to myself, maybe I should text so and so and say, hey, it's 11 o'clock at night. Do you know where your teenager is? And I thought, no, we'll just see what happens. All of a sudden, it's like cops got them cuffed and stuffed in the back of the car. And one of the things I said to them, good luck. You're gonna love sitting in the back of that patrol car. Those seats are not comfortable, for one. Number two, they don't always fully sanitize those when they have a tweaker that craps his pants, pisses all over himself, and or throws up all over the back seat of that car. I know this because there's times when cops roll up at my jail, and they have to get the trustees to come out and clean the car. Hello, Arlene. We're doing story time right now while I'm fork shredding all this nonsense. We're doing beef tongue. If you didn't see it, you can scroll back a little bit. About I don't know how long I'm into the story for, but so they're getting stuffed in the car, and that's lingering in the back of their mind. Did a tweaker crap his pants in the back seat? Are we going to be sitting in crap? Yeah, probably. Probably. So, all of a sudden, the mom, who I was hoping was not her kid, um, comes just screeching up to the stop sign. She jumps out of her SUV, stomps on over to the cops. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, just whispering very quietly, um, sorry, so and so. I'm not going to mention her name. I actually like her. She's a cool neighbor. And so I know that she's been going through some stuff. So I don't want to pass judgment. Now, generally, this kid is a pretty decent kid. He's always been very polite and whatnot. But man, so they release him to her. He gets into the car, and they drive off. And I'm watching, I think, Nikki's live late last night. I was like full of adrenaline after dealing with these kids. I was like ready to start spitting bullets. So all of a sudden I get this text message. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. So she's like actually thanking me and hoping that, I apologized to her. I said, I probably traumatized your son. Hey, coffee cake. Welcome. So I apologized to her that I probably traumatized her son. She's like, oh no, no, no. As long as he's being as long as he, maybe that's what he needs to set him straight, and he won't ever do that again. I go, I doubt he's ever gonna do that again, because I shared some pretty nasty horror stories about what happens in jail. And she's like, good, good, thanks. Thanks for looking out. But we're gonna be dealing with that in the morning. So yeah. All right, so we got this all nice and shredded. We don't have to have it absolutely perfect, just bite-sized. And as you can see, you know, it's a good pulled texture. Good pulled texture. And it's delicious. Very bland because we don't have any seasoning in it right now, other than salt. So we'll come back to that. All right, so the other ingredients were potatoes. Did you find my potato that rolled away? Okay. When it comes to mashed potatoes, I like to use Yukon Golds. I'm not a fan of potato at all. Not at all. Not a fan of potato. So we're gonna actually cut these into quarters and get these ready for the party. I still don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing with this yet. So I'm still working it out in my head. Because could not find passion fruit, which kind of sucks. I really wanted passion fruit. Hey Lance, welcome. This passion fruit would have worked out great for this. All right. So the key to a good potato is to use whatever potato you want, but you want to start it in cold water. And the reason being is because if you put it into boiling hot water right away, then the outside is going to cook before the inside gets done. And I think I might have put too much water in this. So let me go drain off some of this water. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. There we go. All right. So we have our potatoes all nice and quartered. We're going to want to throw in some salt, just like so. And we're going to stick it on the stove and we're going to forget about it for a while. All right. So let's see how everybody's doing. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? I got a piece of beef tongue stuck to my... Whoops. No. Beef tongue. No. Beef tongue stuck to my tablet. All right. Oh, is Des here? Hey, Des. Welcome. So, anyway, for those that have just gotten here, we have shredded our beautiful beef tongue. Now, one of the other ingredients was bourbon. I just bought a cheap bottle of something simply because I didn't want to use my good stuff, my good drinking stuff. In the box, we've got some lovely young asparagus. And when you're dealing with asparagus, you just grab both ends of the asparagus and go snap. And where it snaps is where you're going to want to have it broken off. But we're going to clean up the ends so that they don't look so janky. Okay. So the way I do that is I just go in and give it a tappy tap on the tips and then just kind of just even it out as best as humanly possible. Sometimes you're not going to get it absolutely perfect, but that's okay. So, hey, Demoose. Welcome. Come on in. All right. So, that's my garbage pile. I got the walkout. I'm going to be walking it out. And need another pan. Just stupid me, I used the pan that I was going to use. I'm going to get the sill pad out. Now, who loves asparagus? Do you love asparagus? 'Cause I sure do. Spread it out. Now, asparagus doesn't take very long at all. I'm just going to line it up in a pretty little row right there. Get a little bit of olive oil. I'm just going to go sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Come on, sprinkle, sprinkle. Forgot to buy olive oil. Can you put that on the grocery list, Timmy? All right. Tossy, tossy, tossy. Now we got that going. And I use Costco's brand of olive oil. Sometimes I use avocado oil. But one of the things that I really love is this Jim Baldridge's Secret Seasoning. I got this from Killing It and Grilling It. He mailed it to me. Stuff is freaking amazing. So we're going to give it that. And then some shredded 4-cheese blend. Just going to sprinkle sprinkles. Just a little bit. Not a lot. And then we're going to just set that aside. Now, let's see. Set this aside. Get it out of the way. And now, what we also have is a plantain. So, see how ripe it is. Sometimes they're not ripe at all, and they leave this horrible, horrible sticky film. Oh, there it is. It's waxy. All right. So plantains can often be, God, I hate that waxy. Waxy is just gross. That waxy goes away when you cook it. This is a cooking banana. They're very fibrous. They hold up very well. So we're going to actually add this to our beef. Hello, Sylvia. Welcome. And Sylvia's got a channel. Y'all should go check her out. Thank you for dropping in. This is a plantain. Not something that you should eat raw. What's that fruit that your little Japanese lady used to always give you every time you went over to fix her furnace? Persimmons? I think it was persimmons. Anyway, those things, they can also leave that weird waxy mouthfeel. Wow. And there's Simon. Hello, Simon. Simon also has a channel. If you have not already subscribed, go check them out. As well as Des. And who else am I missing? She Cooks and Roasts also has a channel. Coffee Cake's got a channel. The Moose does not have a channel. Larry has a channel. Larry here? Did Larry make it yet? And Katie's in the kitchen. It's got a channel. And Katie's been hanging out with us quite a bit lately. That we've added her to our Show Up Shout Out. And the way Show Up Shout Out happens is if you have a channel and we notice that you've been coming in frequently and hanging out and engaging and meeting new friends and stuff like that, we just automatically add you. So she has her own avatar now. Yeah, and she's in the group photo for Munchie Mafia. All right. So now these do oxidize, so just kind of bury them in with the meat. Our water is starting to boil back there. All right. Let's rush this along a little bit. And so some of the benefits to getting onto the show up shout out is that you get seen by everybody else. And so when their favorite people aren't live and you're live, they will remember to go and check you out, subscribe, and be notified, and all sorts of stuff. And everybody grows. Everybody grows together. It's all organic. We don't shove it all down your throats. Then we have a hat that we choose, a random creator that's in our show up shout out for creator spotlight, and that changes weekly, sometimes every couple weeks, just depends on how busy I am with real life stuff. And you get a song written about you, and I actually write the songs myself. I don't have AI writing the songs with keywords or anything like that. All right, so there we have that. I don't know why I took that glove off. This stuff is going to be a mess. I had a problem getting this stuff out of the jar, and of course it is rock hard. Oh God. So we're going to give it a little bit of mole. Huh? Do what? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not talking loud enough? I'm sorry. I'll talk louder. How's that? I know. I'm a dick. Okay. So we're going to give it a little bit of this. I'm going to come over here to the stove, and we're going to get this wok heated up. Huh. Yeah, I think Timmy's hearing aid batteries are dying on him. Sorry, not sorry, Timmy. All right. So, dug out some beef broth from my Alfia, from my pantry. Now, for all the newbies, the way that the Wheel of Misfortune works, this is our mystery Wheel of Misfortune. It's got ingredients on it that everybody has chosen. At the end of the night, we re-roll or we respin for new ingredients for next week. And I don't do any research. I don't phone a friend. I don't check out cookbooks. Of course, you know what cookbook is actually going to have all these weird random ingredients, right? I don't get on a chat GPT. I don't get online and look for things and whatnot. We just wing it. Use our creativity to find out what we can make out of this by just thinking about, okay, I got this weird ass ingredient and this weird ass ingredient. How can I make all this work? Because just like every other household in America, or actually worldwide, you may not always have all the ingredients you want. What do you do if you're between paychecks and you got to cook something that's in your refrigerator, freezer, and pantry? So you just pull out a bunch of random things, and it's like, what can I do with this? some of the best dishes happen that way, purely by accident. And so that's what this is all about. And there's some pretty weird ingredients on here. Um, Canned boiled nuts. I think that was one of Katie's. Jello, sour gummies, and of course the damn Twizzlers. And then I don't know what the hell's wrong with Tiger, but he keeps throwing up these weird things like salmon roe, which is basically bait. Not a lot of things you can do with that other than use it as a garnish. Let's see here. Oil. All right, we got some heat going on. Give it some oil. I went to grab some bay leaves out of my spice cubby and realized I don't have any bay leaves. So usually you would put some bay leaves in this dish. And I'm kind of loosely basing this off of a Filipino dish. That's a meat and plantains, because plantains, I was able to find those. We started adding fruits to the Wheel of Misfortune, except for that there's not enough room to put fruits on there. So temporarily we are just kind of shout out something. First person to say a fruit. Actually, first 3 people to say a fruit, because we live in Washington. Not everything is available right now. Some things are just plain not available, period. So at least if we have 3 ingredients, 3 fruits, we can we should be able to find at least one of them, right? But passion fruit and what was the other? What was it? Oh, yucca was the other one. No, that wasn't. No, yeah, it was. Cassava. Now there was some question as to which one of those it was going to be, the melon or the yucca, which I found out later it was the yucca. Huh? Well, there's also cassaba, which, if you're Filipino, the letter V doesn't exist. So cassava and cassaba are the same thing, because Filipinos can't say those letters to save their lives. All right. So yeah, the F sound and always comes out as a P, and the V always comes out as a B. That's why I was always so confused when I was a kid, because I didn't know exactly how to spell my name right for a long time, because I heard it pronounced in 2 different ways, with a V and with a B. All right, so now we're going to get this all seared up. I probably crowded the pan, but beef tongue does sear pretty quickly. And of course, I've got my lovely, oh, I forgot my onion. I knew I was forgetting something. I was like looking in the fridge, where's my onion? I think in the drawer. Okay, so the bottom drawer. Oh, there it is. Okay. Leftover onion. Ow. All right. So, gotta definitely have onion. Now, if you want, you can add green chilies or spicy chilies or chilies. It's up to you. And then, of course, my handy dandy smoked garlic. And the smoked garlic is already fully cooked, so it'll break down when I add it to this dish, but I'm not ready to put that in just yet. Maybe I should just set it down before I throw it somewhere. So I'm going to grab my tablet so I can read the chat. Yes. It's good information to know when you've got Filipino customers. Even sometimes I have problems with the F sound and the V sound. But I was born and raised here, but I grew up with a father that had a very, very, very thick and heavy accent. I had to strain to understand him sometimes. All right. So we're going to want to add some salt. Always adjust as you go. A little bit of salt. Tiger's in the chat. Oh, hey, Tiger. So today is a very special day. It is Tiger's birthday. Happy birthday, Tiger. What? I mean, oh no. What? Oh, can't stay. Oh, you wanted to just say that. Enjoy the tongue. But run his birthday card anyway. We're just going to have to timestamp that for Tiger so we can go back and look at it later. Huh? All right. So now we got some color on some of it. I crowded the pan a little too much. I probably should have broken this down. But that's okay. We don't get it all. We don't get it all. It doesn't have to all be crispy. So, yes, Tiger is turning 29 for the 50th time. No, I'm kidding. He's a platinum member of AARP. It's okay. Timmy's a double diamond member. There really isn't such a thing. It's just that those two are older than dirt. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Tiger. He's going to confuse us with his math. Okay. All right. So there we have that. And what we have here is Jim Beam Peach. I thought, well, shoot. Another funny story is ran into one of our kids' high school besties. Hadn't seen him in quite a while. And we were kind of following each other around the store. Went over to the alcohol aisle, and he went down the alcohol aisle from the other side, and we kind of ran into each other, and both of us were standing in front of the bourbons. He's like, "Oh, go ahead." I said, "I haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet. I didn't want to use my good bourbon, so plus I'm pretty low on my good bourbon. What I'm presently working on right now is finishing off a bottle of Knob Creek." All right, there we have that. Give it a tasty taste at this point, just to see if you're going to need to adjust with more salt. And it's very sweet. I think it's the peach bourbon. That's a good flavor. The meat has really softened up quite a bit too. All right. Oh, we will be enjoying it. At least I will be. Timmy's got spaghetti and meatballs. Actually, what I'll probably do is just give him meatballs and some mashed potato and call it a day. You're gonna play it now? Okay. All right. Happy birthday, Tiger.
Munchie Mafia is celebrating another marvelous birthday. Happy birthday to our good friend Tiger. May your day be filled with joy, so close your eyes. Make a wish, blow out those candles before your cake sets the county on fire. Happy, happy, happy
Okay, so we're back. I don't know if you saw that, and you probably took off already. Hey there, Brandon. Alrighty. So next we're gonna give it a little bit of smoked paprika. Smoked paprika. Come out of the frickin' jar, you paprika. Alright. Get that a mixy mix. I'm gonna add this beef broth to it. And then we're going to add some apple cider vinegar to it. So that's 1 can of beef broth, about a half cup of apple cider vinegar. We're going to add a little bit of soy sauce. And when I say a little bit of soy sauce, it's about a scant quarter of a cup. Okay. Now, at some point, you would want to put some bay leaves. I wonder if I could just take pickling spice. Open up the container, steal the. Those are crumbs. Damn it. Oh. There is a God. All right. Bay leaves. Reminder to self, buy more bay leaves. This is my last bay leaf. Just crumble it up. Pitch it in there. Okay. And we're just going to let this do its thing. Oh, and a little smidge of sugar. We're going to add just a little smidge of brown sugar. Or no. Yes, brown sugar. Gotta have some sugar to it. Oh, that's where my ancho chili powder went. I'm gonna give it a little smidge of that too. Just because. Get up there. I swear, every time I open up this cabinet over here, I'm afraid something's gonna jump out and bite me. Ancho chili powder. This actually came from Texas. My former sous chef brought it back from his trip to Texas. All right. Give that a stirry stir. This smells really wonderful. You can also add a little touch of peanut butter to that, maybe. This is loosely based off of a Filipino dish. Cows are not common in the Philippines, so you would normally do pork or goat with this. All right, we're going to take a look at our potatoes next. See where we're at. Okay. Oh yeah, those are peeling off nicely. So we're going to turn that off. We're just going to let this reduce for a little bit. Let those plantains get nice and soft. Cook out some of the starch out of that. Should help to thicken. And let's see here. I gotta go clear out a spot on the stove or in the sink. I got too much stuff going on here. It's times like this when I wish I had a commercial dishwasher that took 2.5 minutes just to wash dishes. That would be nice. In a perfect world. Oh, wait a minute. It's my strainer in the dishwasher. Instead, it's like, the express function on the dishwasher is actually, it says 60 minutes, but it's more like an hour and 39 minutes with the sanitizer function. Okay. Our potatoes are ready. So I'm going to go and take this over there and drain it real quick, and I'll be right back. Oh, and My apologies to everybody that been playing Pearls Against Humanity. I've not gotten packages out from the last one. Um, life happened, and then ran out of stickers. Didn't have enough, so I had to order stickers, and then those were delayed. So stickers arrived on Thursday or Wednesday, one of those days. It was a day, Wednesday or Thursday. And so now we have stickers, and everything's happy again. So we're going to be sending everything out. I promise we're going to send them all out this week. So my apologies. So yes, Damoose, I did get your email. Like just before we started, I'm like, oh God, I can't believe that. This life has been hectic lately. All right. Why? Yeah, I do want that. All right, so let's go over here to our yeah, you guys got to see my ghetto ass spice cupboard that I have to clean out. All right, so we got potatoes here. What we're going to do with potatoes is we're going to take one egg yolk. Okay, we got our egg yolk. Dump this out right there. Set that aside. We're going to start building our mashed potato. Now, how do you like your mashed potatoes? Do you like your mashed potatoes lumpy with some texture, with or without skin? And or do you like them really creamy and smooth, almost to the point of almost being more like a puree? How do you like yours? Because I like mine kind of rustic. Usually, under normal circumstances, I would put reds and Yukon golds in mine, so that I had both the reds and the golds. Yes, egg yolks and mashed potatoes. You just put one egg yolk in it. But you want to get everything mashed first. Where's my mashy masher? All right, let's flippy this. This really smells fragrant. Kind of wish I had some green chilies, but they weren't on the grocery list, and I don't have any. All right, so now we're back over here. We're just gonna go smashy. It's about half of a stick of butter. And what I want to use is the Jim Baldridge seasoning for it. I really love this stuff. This stuff is so good. Made in the United States, Nebraska to be exact. A little bit of garlic powder. And then we're going to add our egg yolk to it. Smashy. Give it a stir. And the reason why I like this potato better is because it's not as starchy. So you can smash and mix it quite well. Not have to worry about it turning to a starchy paste. Plus, I like the taste of it better. All right. Give it a tasty taste, see where we're at. A little smidge more. Plus, Yukons are a little on the sweet side. Alrighty. Yes, Katie, you got to try the egg yolk. My former mother-in-law is the one that taught me about the whole egg yolk thing. And it will cook in the potato as you give it a stirry stir. At this point, we're going to want to stick our asparagus in. So Peggy from New Zealand, she was my former husband number 4, ex-husband, but we remained good friends. Sadly, he died from a heart attack a few years ago. So anyway, Peggy used to put egg yolk in hers, and it just gives it a little bit more of a luxurious texture to it. Okay, so now we're going to add some Monterey Jack cheese. Now, if you want, you can add pepper jack. At this point, we don't need the mashy mash. So let's get rid of that. There we go. Now we can just go and stir this in. And just let it do its thing. Just let it rest. Now, there we have it. I like to leave the skins on. Plus, the skins on the potato actually helps to prevent scurvy. Did you know that? Fun fact. Fun fact. All right. Stick that back there. Reduce the temperature. This is really smelling really good. As you can see, we're starting to really get some color on that meat again as this starts to reduce. So now let's give it a tasty taste, see where we're at, see if we need to adjust any more. Oh, I need the fan? Okay. Go. Oh my God, the texture is so good. It's got a sweetness to it from the bourbon. And I'm not tasting bad breath here. She cooks. Not tasting it. But that sweetness from the plantain as it starts to break down really gives it a nice little welcome flavor to it. I really wish I had some chilies. Really, really wish I had some chilies. Strongly recommend it. So that's a good thing, Brandon. I love to do that too. Just eat just the peels deep fried. It just has a nice flavor and texture to it because they fry up really nice. Now, Brandon, have you ever tried deep fried chicken skins? Have you ever tried that before? Add that to the potato skins and you got yourself a meal right there. Yes, oranges for scurvy too. Yes, chicken skins. And all you have to do is just give them a pat dry and drop them into some oil and deep fry them. And when they've gotten all crispy, then you pull them out and let them drain on a paper towel and sprinkle your seasoning on it. And it's like popcorn. It's like popcorn. I mean, it's better than popcorn because you're not getting those damn freaking corn hulls stuck up in the in between your tooth and gum, causing you to have to go to the dentist and pay hundreds of dollars and end up on antibiotics for a week. True story, that actually happened to me. It was a $300 bowl of popcorn. $300 mother effing dollar bowl of popcorn. And 7 days worth of antibiotics. All right. Hello, Eastwind. Welcome. And see you pop in. So anybody have any questions about our meal tonight? Aside from, is Timmy door dashing? No, Timmy is not door dashing. And the reason why Timmy is not door dashing is because I pre-made some meatballs yesterday. That's coming up in a future video in the very, very near future. In other words, as soon as I get around to editing the video, because I made 3 dishes yesterday. We did chicken parm, chicken marsala, and then meatballs and spaghetti. So yeah, popcorn sucks. I love popcorn, but I hate it. Let's see here. Oh my goodness, that sounds awesome. I've had pan fried chicken skins made for my friend who said he wanted nothing but chicken skins for dinner. I've done that before. I've done that before. You can always, give them a tossy toss in whatever seasoning that you want, and it's like they're damn good. They're damn delicious. I also use them for garnish for some of my soups, like my chicken tortilla soup, my pozole, and various other, spicy soups. And they're great. It's like, why throw them out, All right, what I have here is some use it or lose it cilantro. Had this kicking around in my fridge for a little while. It's going to be nice as a garnish. So get that ready to go here in just a few moments. All right, let's go check this out. See how the plantain is doing. That plantain is doing pretty good. Still got some firmness to it. That's okay. All right. Let's take a look at our asparagus. Now, asparagus, it's solely dependent on how you like yours. I like mine where it still has a bit of a bite left to it. I don't like it cooked all the way through. I don't like all the joy cooked out of my asparagus. All the joy and hopes and dreams and aspirations should not be cooked out of asparagus, in my opinion. So, ow, my shoulder just made a snapping noise. Yeah, I almost forgot about the asparagus too, until I thought, wait a minute, I'm missing something. So we're just going to give that another couple minutes, and then we should be ready to go. Ready for go time. Go time. And at 6 o'clock, we're going to be over on Off Topic Squirrel. That'll give me just enough time to clean up the kitchen so we can play Cards Against Humanity for pearls. And if you've not seen that before, it's fun because we turn off the filters and we play Cards Against Humanity. If you've never played it before, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. So come join us at 6 o'clock. That's 2 hours from now, or just short of 2 hours from now, and over on Off Topic Squirrel. So at Off Topic Squirrel. Huh? Oh, hey, the link just dropped. Hey, thank you, Stream Elements. Who needs mods? I'm kidding. No, I love my mods. All right. That's good. Alrighty, Roo. So, when it comes to plating, I like to put my veg over in a corner, kind of cattywampus, right? Just like so. We're going to take our mash, our cheesy mash. I love cheesy mash. It looks so nice. And we're going to put it down just like so. And then I'll come over here. I don't need that anymore. Grab this, set it right there, and take a little bit of the beef tongue. Just gonna put it right on top of the mash. Try to make it nice and tall. Look at that. Oh, goody, goody, goody. This one's actually very colorful. This one was also probably one of the easier mystery boxes. All right. Give it a little bit of cilantro. And there we have it. Everybody, let's go take a gander. Alrighty. So there we have it. Just like so. Oh, she cooks and roasts. Looky here. Spinny, spinny, twirly, twirly. Look what I got. Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, yes, she did. Twirly, twirly. Yeah. It does look good. It does look good. It looks good. But you know what? It does not taste like bad breath. Oh. I know. I wanted to taste the potatoes. They're perfectly seasoned. And it's kind of hard to stab something with spinning in circles. Spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby, right round.
Quick reference to Small Dogs.
Yes. Quick reference to Small Dogs over on Laughing Warthog Productions. Oh my God. So, you know what? This one's definitely a win, only because this one was like super, super duper freaking easy, because there's a Filipino dish that's just like this, except for it's got pork in it. It's so tender. The damn plate spinner. You know what? You definitely need to get one for yourself. You definitely need to get one. Why do you not have one yet? You would think that you would have one. I love asparagus. All right. Oh. So I'm giving this one a 4.7. The reason why it's only getting a 4.7 is because it needs those chilies and more bay leaf. 4.7. I'm giving that one a 4.7. Last week's was just kind of meh. I think I said a 3, but now that I think about it, I think I'm gonna give that one a 2.5. Maybe even a 2. Do I hear a 1? Alrighty, woo! And it is that time. We are going for the spinny, 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 spinny. Just stab myself in the arm. All right. And we have a pen that's not going to leak all over me. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and comment. so that your subscription sticks, and so that you can be notified of new content. Why do I have spaghetti on my floor? All right. So the wheel. I'm gonna take this off. So what do we want to spin for first? We've got proteins. We've got the produce aisle, which now will include fruit. We've got the next ring in is going to be starches, and then the random is the inner ring. It's the ring of fire or be fired. One of those. So, what should we spin for first? What the actual is going on with these pens? Oh my god. Protein? Okay. All right. So we're going to spin for the protein. We got beef ribs. Ribs. We got beef ribs. We're going to do this again, huh? Oh, wait. I learned a trick. If you take the pen and you scribble, and then you wipe it, it all comes off, right? All right. So we got beef ribs. Good job, Katie. Oh, my God. Reminder to self, go to the car and grab my collection of good pens. Not any more of these stupid nonsensical pieces of garbage. What is this? Bic Intensity. I hate them. These things suck. Okay. All right. So what's next? Yeah. Scribble with another marker. Exactly. Thank you, Katie. All right. So what are we going to spin for next? We got beef ribs. Yeah, but this one's a brown one. And so this one could look really bad. It could look like I got skid marks. Unlike the other one where it made me look like I, jerked off a Smurf. Oh, did I say that on a live? Yes, I did. Sorry, not sorry. Starch. Okay. So Des says starch. And we got French fries.
Hey, a meal I can eat.
Yeah, a meal you can eat. Except for if Twizzlers comes up. Okay, what's next? We got the starch and we got the protein. So do we want to go for produce or do we want to go for rando? Somebody pick. Anybody pick. Anybody. What's the protein? I missed it. Beef ribs. We got bribs. So now all we need to do is take rando? Okay. The rando. Oh, son of a bitch. Tiger, I hate you. Salmon bait. Actually, actually, I know what I'm gonna do with that. I know. Do you want me to go fishing? I can go fishing. We could go fishing. We'll go fishing all day. We're just waiting for good weather. I don't like freezing my ass off. Okay, so now we're at the produce. What is it? It's salmon roe. Salmon eggs is what we had. Okay, so we got celery leaves. Alrighty. So we got celery leaves, beef ribs, French fries, and salmon roe. Then we got to take the celery leaves off. Oh my God. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. So sick of it. All right. Eyeglass cleaner. Okay, so we got rid of that. That is celery leaves. We also have to remove the French fries, right? French fries. And then the bait. Okay. He's lucky it's his birthday. All right. All right, so now we got to fill in those 4 spots. So let's start. One more rando? We could do one more rando. And if it comes up with Twizzlers, I'm shutting this down. And I'm burning this thing. We're going to take it out back and we're going to burn it in effigy. While we chant your name, Katie. Jello. Oh my God. All right. All right, Katie. We got Jello. We got Jello off the wheel. Jello is gone. Is there any specific flavor, Katie, that we want to use for this? There's watermelon, there's lemon, there's lime, there's orange, there's strawberry. What?
Katie, I'm starting to not like you.
Salmon Rogello. So
Yes, said lime.
lime, green, of course, lime. Okay, so lime Jello. Well, that's going to be lots of fun. Going to be lots of fun. All right. So we've got our produce, we got our protein, we got our starch, and we got 2 randos. So now we get to fill in the wheel. So the way that we do this is we leave it up to the newest people to pick so that they can get their contribution on the board, or the people that have not been able to select anything for this. So we are going to go with, let's see here. We're going to go with the well, that's convenient. We're going to go with the starch. So we're looking for a starch, and what we have in the starch section right now is kidney beans, basmati rice, oats, saffron rice, hominy, which is what grits is made from, egg noodles, wild rice, potato salad, orzo, smashed potatoes, fava beans, angel hair, and baked potato. Yeah, I have made aspects, and the 1970s called. They want that dish back. Okay, so Brandon said sweet potatoes. Okay. Okay, so we got sweet potatoes. All right, so now we need a vegetable. Yeah, your daughter actually said sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. I could eat those all day, every day. Just regular potatoes, not so much. Put that knife over there before I cut myself. Oh, coffee cake. Cactus. Cactus. That's a good one. All right. So then the next one is going to be, all right, so now I'm looking for a meat. A meat. Cactus. Cactus is good. Cactus is really good. So meat can also be a vegan or vegetarian substitute for meat, like tofu, tempeh, field roast, um, fake chicken nuggets, turkey. Turkey. That's a good one. I was at the Asian grocery store the other day and I found turkey wings. All right. Is there any specific type of turkey that you're looking for? I think we already have spare ribs, don't we, Demus? No, no. Oh no, that was a few weeks ago or a couple months ago. We had that a few months ago. All right. Well, we already got turkey. Do you want to change it to a black bean burger or a vegetarian burger? Um, Des, since you were the one that picked turkey, you want to switch it to a veggie burger? It's up to you. You can change it. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Will Tim eat it? No, he won't. He's probably going to be like divorcing me before the end of the year is up. Up to what Tim likes. No, he doesn't get to pick. It's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. You guys pick. You guys tell me what you want on this wheel. Okay, so yes, he will eat turkey. He will eat turkey. Catfish. Okay, so we're gonna go with turkey. All right. Sorry, Greg. No catfish. Okay, so now we got turkey on there. Let's see here. Is the board already filled up? Or am I oh no, we got two randos. So in the random section, just started praying for you, Timmy. Anthony just started praying for you. You guys need to create your own little prayer circle. And just that could be you guys' thing. You guys can do that over Microsoft Teams or oh, holy shit. Now why? The blue one was the same brand. So now I got that all over my finger. Now I got a skid mark on the counter. All right. There we go. All right. Reminder to self to throw this pen away too. All right. So the randoms. Let's get back to it. Randoms. So what we have in the randoms is sour gummies, ghost peppers, red wine, rhubarb, pistachio, Twizzlers is still on the board, Great Northern beans, taco seasoning, pork rinds, wasabi, canned boiled peanuts, and ginger ale. And these ingredients could be just about anything. All I'm asking is that you guys please respect the fact that I am allergic to lobster, crab, and sea urchin. Okay, so no lobster, crab, or sea urchin. Unless you guys want me to die on alive. We could unalive me that way. Or save that for, the day that I find out that I have some terminal illness and got 45 minutes to live.
You can only do this trick once.
Yeah, I can only do this trick once. There's no gimmies. Almond slivers. Okay, I need another one. I'm going to go with almond slivers. And feta cheese. Feta cheese. All right. The wheel is full, guys. and gals, we now have a wheel of misfortune all filled in. Good job. Alrighty. So let's pop this on up. So you know what time that is now. It is that time for us to depart, but only for just an hour and a half. We will be back over on Off Topic Squirrel for double feature. So please come on over there in an hour and a half. Go get yourself some snacks, take a shit, do whatever you need to do, take the dogs out, whatever, and pop on over there. And so, Munchie Mafia, thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate our time together. So much love to you, and we will see you soon. Don't forget, cook with love and eat with passion. Good night.
Well, Munchie Mafia, it is that time. We really hate saying goodbye. So let's just say a fond good night, or even a sad little toodaloo. Perhaps even until next time. Maybe even a ta-ta for now. We'll be here or on Off Topic Squirrel, because Bucci needs love too. It's been really fun with all our friends, no matter if you're old or you're new. So before you let that door slam behind you, fondle that like button lovingly and go back to your life as it were before you hit that play button on YouTube. If you haven't yet subscribed to Munchie Mafia Official, now is that time. What's stopping you? While you're still here on YouTube, please check in on our friend Peaceful Des. She goes live every Friday night, chilling on the comfy throne. She is the queen of the Nomi homies. All hail the queen with her mighty bedazzled taco tenderizer scepter. Thanks for coming, and please remember, as you are in your very own kitchen and cooking for your family, community, and friends, to always cook with love and always eat with passion, unless it has Twizzlers in it. Whoever suggested that is going to hell. As Chef CV says, stir up some magic. Whiskey whisk and a little mischief. Bakey bake a little mystery with the spinning wheel of misfortune. We really hate saying goodbye, so let's just say a fond good night, or even a sad little toodaloo. Perhaps even until next time. Maybe even a ta-ta for now. We'll be here or on Off Topic Squirrel, because Bucci needs love too.